Birds flew south in September that year, 2 full weeks before they ever had. The beavers stacked their wood up twice as high, and the old man in Dodge City said, "This one's gonna be bad." We didn't listen like we should have, put the cattle out on open range too long. By November, when the first snow came in heavy, we knew we got it wrong. The window froze on the inside by December. The door swelled shut and had to be forced each dawn. Clara ground the last of the wheat in the coffee mill, and we prayed that January wouldn't last too long. January 9th it came for real. 16 inches fell before the noon. Temperatures dropped to 46 below, and the cattle, Lord, the cattle were gone too soon. I found 3 of them standing in the morning, frozen solid where they stood the night before. I didn't have the heart to look for others, just turned around and came back through the door. Clara had the baby wrapped in everything we owned, the quilt her mother made her, and my father's old coat. She looked at me the way a woman looks when she's scared but won't say so, to keep you from losing hope. Lord, we held on through the January that almost won. Counted every jar of preserves, counted every day till the sun burned the wood down to the greenwood, then burned the greenwood to the bone. Lord, we held on through the winter that tried to take everything we'd called our own. Ten days that storm blew without mercy, 10 days we didn't see beyond the glass. Clara read the Bible every evening by the candle, and I listened like I never had before or since, perhaps. She read about the valley of the shadow, and I thought, well, Lord, we're walking through it now. She read about the table in the wilderness, and I thought about those turnips, and I almost laughed somehow. The baby didn't know a thing was wrong, just looked up at his mother with those eyes. And something about that ignorance was mercy, something about that innocence was keeping us alive. There are things you learn in a January like that, that you can't unlearn when the spring comes back. That a woman grinding wheat in a coffee mill at dawn is the bravest thing this world has ever put its eyes upon. That a baby sleeping warm is reason enough for any man to keep the fire going through the longest night with his bare and bleeding hands. March came in like an apology, slow and pale and almost ashamed. We walked outside and stood there in the thin sun, and neither one of us could speak our names. The range was something neither of us expected. The cattle where they fell still locked in ice. I took my hat off standing in that silence, and Clara put her hand in mine, and that was all that needed saying. That was all that needed saying twice. Lord, we held on through the January that almost won. Counted every jar of preserves, counted every day till the sun. Lost the cattle, lost the winter, nearly lost our minds and more. Lord, we held on, and what we found on the other side was worth the holding for. Lord, it was worth the holding for.